Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video and another F1 22 game experiment. Today we're going to see if Williams could win the race if they had half the tyre wear. So using a PC mod that I made myself, I've basically halved Williams' tyre wear and I've left everybody else's tyre wear as the normal thing. Now, to test this out properly, obviously we need to up the duration of the race to 50%, otherwise everyone would just do one stop anyway, so to give that bigger variety. Unfortunately though, we are going to be doing this race to a track that isn't going to be easy for overtaking. We could have chosen for example, Azerbaijan, Canada, any of those longs, but today we'll be racing around Zandvoort, a place that has just as many overtakes there as they do at Monaco. So yes, we'll be starting as the back as the GOAT himself, so let's cut to the race.
Hello and welcome to Zandvoort for another round of Formula One action.
Now, those of you who watched my Drive Career Mode series will remember the last time I raced around here, I since have got a new setup, so we should not have the horrors of what happened last time. A race strategy for us, because it's effectively a 25% race on the tyres for us, will be a one stop from soft to medium. Did look at medium to soft as the alternate, but is slower as well, but there will obviously be cases where everyone else would be on the hard tyre as well. As we can see, the two Haas cars ahead, starting on the hards. There's 5 red lights for the Dutch Grand Prix, and away we go from last place on the grid as well. And the two Haas's are now going side by side. It's important we get in front of them at the start here, when that's what we're going to do, dive down the inside of both Haas cars, because they are going to be woefully slow on those hard tyres. Now, next up is Vettel. There's been a commotion, and I think that's Stroll that's round. We've taken a little bit of advantage, a little bit of avoiding action as Stroll almost careening into it. I tagged Albon and the Alfa Romeo there. Lucky that Stroll did not drive into me, otherwise that could have been a race over. Very fortunate there. But Stroll does recover. We're all over the back of Zhou Guan Yu, who's on medium compound tyres. We're going to have a look at our teammate, but already only making these overtake at the end of the race. I did feel that it was either the setup or the Williams. I think it more the setup, because we all know how good the Williams car is in a straight line in real life. But I feel that the setup was a little bit laggy in a straight line, but then that is, to compensate the rest of the corners. Moving to lap 2, then we're going to have a look at Albon down the inside. Does he give us the room? Yes, he does. It's an EV overtake, but past the teammate. Hopefully he can just follow us now for the rest of his race, as we have a look at a replay of our overtake on our teammate as well. Hopefully, it doesn't disturb his momentum and he's able to follow us through. That's the advantage. Then we can race each other later in the race. Around the outside now of Tsunoda in the Alpha Tower. It doesn't quite work. He cuts the outside to block me off. We do have DRS. We're going to use what ERS we've got left down the inside. Still goes side by side. We have to go around, all the way around the outside. Can we get this work? Get the traction down as well. So we've got the inside corner for the left hand. We take a bit of the curbing there. Lucky not to have a Spinala, but we do make the position up to P12. And Albon is indeed going to follow me through on Tsunoda, as well as Albon goes down the inside of Tsunoda at turn 1 with the use of some DRS, and he's now up another position. Meanwhile, far in front, it's the business as usual. It's Verstappen from Leclerc. The two Mercedes, Hamilton is third, but he's on hards. So the two Mercedes, both Mercedes, have opted for hard tyres in this race. We've now caught up to lap 7, up to Daniel Ricciardo around the outside of the carousel. This used to be my favourite move on F1 2020. Can't get the traction down though, compared to Ricciardo's exit there as well. And we have to continue on to lap 7 still stuck behind Ricardo. He's way slower. We all know how Danny Rick, this isn't the Danny Rick from the Mexican Grand Prix, this is Danny Rick from the United States Grand Prix at this pace. Danny inside, have to go to the outside, same as what we did on Joe. We get forced wide onto the curbing at that point and lose the traction. We have to wait to the end of lap, onto lap 8. Have a look down the inside here. It's going to be a bit of a dive bomb, even with DRS, still weren't able to make the move. As well, a little bit tough as we're watching Lando Norris there in the other McLaren, a lot further up. He's closing in on, I think that's George Russell there for 6th place, although it's gone a bit wide there, and the Alpine's up the inside. And I think we know why he's gone wide, because there is Lando going slowly, and there's the plume of smoke. So Norris is out of the race. We're out to P10. We're now caught up to Valtteri Bottas as well. Lap 11 though, Perez is in. Early stop for him. This is going to be a sign of trouble. The Red Bull should have enough pace to see off the Williams, but if his tyres go off, then you know that can change everything. That's the advantage of what this challenge provides. So we have a look around the outside of Bottas. I'm going to try and switch it this time. I'm not trying to keep out of there. Was looking to see if we had any floor damage, which we don't, so we're able to carry on as well. Albon is stuck behind Ricardo, so it's very frustrating as well. I think we might be trying this challenge again as well. We do the double wear one as we go around the outside of Bottas. A very comfortable move there, finally in front of him, as well as we're watching Alex Albon. Oh, Alex has had a half spinala there, and he's made a mess of confetti of the brake boards. So as we catch up to Esteban Ocon, trying to take that high line, but again Ocon just gets away, being unable to make a move. But as I was saying, I might leave the half tyre one in, because we've got the double tyre wear one, which he's currently looking into to try and do that one again to see what happens, because that one I did say that is on the card. So we might leave Williams with half tyre wear for that one, and we'll do a track like either Canada or Baku. Let me know which track you want to see that at in the comments below as well. That will also be a 50% race. But anyway, back to this race. 2.4 second stop, which is very good. Unfortunately, traffic out behind both Hasses and both Alpines. That is definitely not what we want to see, but we can move forward from here. Those hard tyres are dreadful. Straight away, Esteban Ocon, Danny inside. A little bit unorthodox place around here, but I mean, there are limited overtaking spots. Next up, Mick Schumacher in the Haas. He's been on those hards for 19 laps now. Now we've got DRS, we've got a little bit of ERS to play for, and the Haas is similarly placed to the Williams, so it should be an easy overtake. Round the outside at turn 1, lovely doubly, up to P9 now. Next up is Fernando Alonso. Magnussen is now pit as well. He pit the lap before, and then Schumacher's coming as well. But unable to get Alonso there. You can see just how much traction as we go into fast forward mode, how much good they are at that carousel section. And you know, you only gain time here up to that braking point here. So we have a look around the outside of Alonso. Will he give us the room? Yes. Have DRS? Yes. This is going to be a lovely move, but Alonso's going to come back with a deployment, probably a little bit of DRS himself. But we are able to take that curb first and move up to P7. And I'm not going to lie, that was disappointing. Leclerc had a problem, but I was unable to really challenge him because of a fuel issue. Really ran out of fuel in this race. Even though we had plenty, we started with +1 lap. So that was frustrating and unfortunate that we had to lift off in the end. And in the end, P7 though, from 20th on the grid, is not a bad effort. It's definitely not a bad effort. Let me know if you'd like to. As I say, I think we'll try this at a track where there's a lot of ERS, because I feel like if we had a bit more fuel and also excuse me, not that, you know, track where he could overtake at, because that's the thing. Albon and myself just got stuck behind cars for a lot of laps in the early phase where it was crucial to make those places up. So yes, that's where I'm going to leave it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F1 22 game experiments as and when they come out. If you've got any that you particularly want to see, please do let me know in the comments below. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.